Hello everyone. Today I would like to talk about a very important concept which I have recently discovered, and that is the power of changing your environment and the power of doing, despite the fact you knowing that the thing that you should do to reach your goals isn't perfect and isn't fully set up for your success as it is right now. And the reason why I thought about this subject is because that's the situation that I'm in right now. I would love to give you guys more practical advice on how you can improve your life and so on and so forth. But I've only gone so far on this journey myself, and I don't feel that I'm qualified, at least not right now, to give you every single tool and every single advice in the world for you to develop yourself and reach your goals and dreams. That's my ambition later down the road, but right now it's not. And despite this, I'm still making this video, and I'm still trying to take action in getting to that point where such a vision is possible for me. I have for 3 days now stopped watching YouTube content that is not beneficial for my own journey in achieving that vision, or helping people like you, but also myself, to live a life that is more fulfilling for themselves. And the thing that switch and the other thing, or the other topic, which involves this concept of doing, is the concept of changing your environment. Because that's one thing that I've done for 3 days ago, and it has, thus far at least, literally changed everything. But it's not as this thing was the only thing that was the base for this change, because I had the motivation for a change, and I had the motivation to do something else. I had the motivation to not watch YouTube, because I knew that I didn't want to watch YouTube long term, and I knew that I wanted to stop. But still I kept going in the same old loop all over again. Every single day I got home, watched YouTube, and then I went to sleep and felt pretty horrible about it. And I knew that I wanted to do something else, but still I didn't do it. So I'd had to do something else, despite of not everything being perfect, despite all my history of watching YouTube in every single day, despite of watching YouTube every single moment that I could, basically. I had to do something else. And what I did was to change my environment. And it turned out to be very powerful and helpful for my development. Because as I'm standing here right now and talking to you, I have, instead of watching YouTube, done the thing that I really want to do. And the reason why this worked is because I had a vision of something that I wanted to do, and said to myself that I procrastinated to myself that I should do the next day and next day, next day. The thing that I knew that I had and would want to start in some point of my life. And now I did. Because I know now, and here's the key point, now I don't have any other choice but to do so. Because what else am I supposed to do? I'm not watching YouTube anymore because I can't, because I've changed my environment. I'm not eating, at least not eating nearly as much sugar as before, because sugar is not longer in my apartment. I don't eat and consume sugar because I can't. I'm not watching YouTube, or at least YouTube that is not beneficial for my development, because I can't. And that is the final push, or was the final push for me to take on a completely new life. And that's what I want to share with you today. That if you have big dreams, let's say you want to earn high grades, but instead you're really passionate about that. You want to, for example, become a doctor, but you still watch too much Netflix. You still party too much, or something like that. Then you somehow must figure out how to change that environment so that you no longer is tempted to do the thing that you don't want to do short term, as opposed to doing the thing that you want to do long term. And then you can use that motivation of that vision or that goal that you have to do that thing. You can use that passion of yours to, when you decide to change your environment, to do that thing because you love it. I love what I'm doing. That's why I can do it. If I would have done something else, let's say studying math, 8 hours, maybe 10 hours, maybe even more a day, it wouldn't work out. But when I'm doing this, exactly this, I can. Now I can focus on learning and developing myself. And that's the message. That if you change your environment, and if you dare to do, despite of me not being perfect, because I know that this video isn't perfect, you can start doing the thing that you should be doing. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you have to do instead. You have to do, and take the emotional hard decision to remove the things in your environment that is bad, and instead create an environment that is good for you. And that's it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Please just remember that this is my third video, I think, and that I know that this isn't perfect at all, and I know that I have a lot to improve on. Like, my English isn't the best, but I'm still doing, despite of me knowing that this thing isn't perfect. And that's one thing that I also need to work on even more. Thank you. Change your environment and change your life. Have a vision for your life together with that, and it will I'm making it really clear, it will actually lead to you doing the thing that you want to do instead of the thing that you don't want to do. Thanks.